Hello all, and welcome back to the new academic year, and welcome back to the guest lecture series. So for all of you guys who haven't been to a guest lecture series before, or are in the second year or final year of design and design engineering, I'm Ahmed. I'm the lead and the host for this exciting series, which has now been running for over 13 years. We're now in learning week 4, so 4 weeks into the academic year, and I hope you guys have all settled in. You guys are all immersed into your courses, your projects, your assignments. You guys are all engaged and enjoying your programs as well. So this series runs weekly throughout the academic year, every Thursday evening. And what we do is we bring together a vibrant mix of speakers from across the full spectrum of design and engineering. So we have a mix of leading practitioners, opinion leaders, and radical thinkers, and emerging talents as well to hopefully inspire and support your development. We also go on to work with many of these speakers through collaborative projects and internships. So we've been lucky to have been visited by many amazing people over the last 13 years. And typically this is in person on campus in a nice lecture theatre prior to the pandemic. But from last year, we've kind of broadened the horizons and opportunities by going online due to the current circumstances. So we've also been able to connect with fascinating people across the world, across the different continents and time zones. And last year, whilst many of you guys were working at home or from wherever you guys were situated, our guests joined us from the UK, across Europe, the Far East, the Middle East, and USA as well. And highlighting the diversity and the breadth of roles from the field of design and engineering. So we hosted guests, including global project managers, telecommunication engineers, assistant designers at luxury fashion brands. We had CEOs, founders of companies, self-taught engineers of launcher startups. We had highly qualified electronic engineers who worked across the medical, IoT, robotics, and femtech industries. We had many speakers who ran internationally popular podcasts like on Apple and Spotify and other podcast channels, providing a service to communities in design and networking. And we also had senior award-winning service designers with offices based across Europe and the UK. We had patent attorneys, we had who are specializing in protecting designs and intellectual property rights, to people who'd worked in the NHS and business people helping people position themselves to attract funding and protect their mental health and well-being as well. A really diverse range of speakers and guest lecturers. You can see the list of speakers we hosted last year on page 107 of the MDXPD 2021 magazine. This magazine and publication is available to download now via the MDX ePrints URL. You can also read it online on the issue website as well. The magazine contains our usual mix of inspirational final year major projects, staff and student stories. It has projects from across the year. And there's also 3 special features in this particular magazine. There's one is teaching and learning throughout COVID. One is 5 years on, so it reviews and lots of reviews and reflection from our 2016 graduates on how they find and how they're currently finding life in the industry, alongside their reflections when they were studying at Middlesex University and doing the product design engineering courses. And within this particular publication as well, there's also a really nice section on design portfolios. There's a collection of insights and advices from different professionals and collaborators, some who came and joined us from our guest lecture series last year. So on topics of industrial design, product design engineering, service design, graphics, UI, UX, architecture, interior design as well. And this is across pages 75 to 105. So 31 pages of superb resources that hopefully you guys can also tap into if you guys are going out on placement or even employment, which again ties into today's guest lecture. You can also browse our central guest lecture page on notion.so. So this page, what you can do is you can select any of the speakers from the 2021 guest lecture series. You can view the details of the speaker, the details of the talk, any of the shared content, the shared resources. And we will continue to use this this year as well. So Notion to share resources, recordings, and any additional content from the talks. We'll share it with you guys via this particular platform. All recorded talks as well, where permission is given, will be hosted on YouTube and via Notion. So the point to note here is that we typically share the recordings with the speakers as well following the talk. And then sometimes there's lead times that we factor in terms of approvals or edits to remove certain content. So I strongly recommend that you guys take as many notes as possible throughout the talks. as all the recordings are not guaranteed, especially you guys who joined last year, you would have known this as well. Some have NDAs, some are confidential in terms of projects or the nature of the projects. So not all recordings are guaranteed. The videos are first going to be shared around week 11 prior to the December break. And what we should do with the videos is use these to fill in the gaps in our notes and our reflections, rather than having to do like a massive binge watch over the holiday period. To be the first to receive updates on any uploaded videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share the content amongst your friends, your colleagues. You can also search for Ahmed MP, or you can use a short URL link as well, which I'll also post in the chat in the coming moments. Like last year, guys, we're really excited about the 2021-2022 guest lecture series lineup. We've got a diverse range of speakers across the design and engineering disciplines, and from a broad sector of the industry as well. So tune in weekly, Thursday evenings, 5 to 6 p.m. Our guests will share their journeys, their advices, their insights in the industry. And there's going to be presentations, talks, panel discussions, masterclasses, and we look forward to seeing you guys there.